What's up everybody, my name is StreamAddict64 and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD Hero Mode 3-Heart Run. In the last episode, we got the Din's Pearl, and we also traveled to Forest Haven, and we actually learned that one of their children named Makar is actually in the Forbidden Woods, which is where we are right now, and so we've been tasked with saving them because, you know, whenever we go to new places, somebody needs us to help us with something. Or help them with something. So that's what we're here to do today. So I hope you guys have been doing well. Oh goodness, already being ambushed. But yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well since I last recorded. And what do we have here? I think it's the map? Yes, the dungeon map. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh wait, no, I don't have that item. See, that's the fun part. Oh gosh. About having to do something. Doing this game when I know it so well is that I instantly want to use a certain item which we do not have available quite yet to stop them. But you know what, I don't think I went over the green choo-choos in the last episode just because they were just kind of like a quick thing. But now that we actually have a moment, I can kind of talk about them a little bit. Obviously they are a different variation of the red choo-choo, and if you notice they will instead crouch or go into the little jelly puddle. That's what I like to call it. So now they do that. And I'm gonna get you. Okay, there's a lot of them in here. And unfortunately we don't really have like a quick way to attack them. But hopefully that'll change. And as you can also see too, they're a little bit stronger as they take two hits to take down instead of the normal. There we go, instead of the normal one. But yeah, like I said, hope you guys have been doing well. As for me, what I've been up to as of late, as usual, you know, I'm a working lad, so, you know, obviously working my butt off. Perfect, we'll just do that. So I've been working, oh yeah, we also got the Deco Leaf, that's a cool item. So we can fly through the sky with that. I'm sorry, I was trying to think if that was, now certain things are important to the main story anyways, because I'm just not going to chase after most items unless they don't benefit me. If they don't benefit me, then no, not really. Nice way to take care of them. I got a little bit nervous because I hit the little tree trunk, so I got nervous I was going to actually get hit there, but no, it worked out. Perfect. But yeah. So, oh, you know what? I actually have a story though. I don't know if it's very noticeable. I mean, it's not very noticeable to me, but once again, I changed my mic settings because, as you know, I've definitely talked about it. I've had this ongoing issue where a lot of the beginning of my audio would get cut out, so a lot of the words would be, you know, let's see, I would say, oh, it's perfect. It would be like, it's perfect. It would get this weird distortion, and it's just something I've been trying to figure out for like so long because I have no clue what it was. I thought it was originally the compressor. I thought it was originally the noise gate or whatever. The three-way band equalizer, maybe just not equalizing as it should. But it was none of those things. It was actually the noise suppression filter. Or at least that's what I've been told. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that way. But no, I got told it was the noise suppression filter. And so here, because for when I record this video, when I use the software to record, I use noise gate. Sorry, not noise gate. That's not what it's called. I use OBS, so that's what I use. So I use OBS to record all the stuff that you see here. Wait, do I have a fairy? I do. Okay, just the one though. Anyways, so yeah, I have been using the noise suppression just to get rid of some of the filter in the background. A little bit is normal, right? Because, you know, there's always going to be some sort of ambience when somebody talks. So, for example, I actually read that when you hear voices through like anime, for example, or like TV, or any sort of dub, let's say, it's actually normal to have a little bit of ambience because that's what kind of gives it that let's see, I think it was that professional sounding quality for when you do stuff. So a little bit is normal. So when I talk, when you talk, you probably actually don't even know it, but there is some ambience that you're hearing when I use my voice to speak. There we go. Yeah, I probably will drop down for that. There we go. I think it's pretty minimal though. Yeah, it's just a red rupee, but no, because normally I wouldn't collect that if I was playing the GameCube version of this game, but Wii U, we can carry a little more money than usual. But yeah, so it's completely normal when somebody talks that you hear a little bit of ambience about that voice, and it's actually quite unnatural that when somebody talks and you don't hear any ambience, that apparently that's not normal, and your ears will kind of clock it up like, that's weird, that's suspicious. So your ears will kind of clock it that that's not normal. And so, of course, noise suppression is supposed to kind of help if you're in like noisy environments to kind of suppress that a little bit, just so it doesn't sound like, I have like a bunch of things running in the background while I try to overpower that with my own voice, right? But, excuse me? But, so what the actual issue is that I've been using this filter on OBS called RN noise, I think it's called. I think it's 3 N's, or it's RN noise, something like that. But I was using that to kind of help suppress in between when I speak some of the noise that you'd probably hear. Now, of course, I could probably, I was doing it anyways. If there was any just kind of weird picks up and noises input when I edit these videos, I would just kind of filter that out so it just sounded more natural, right? But unfortunately, that wasn't what was happening with a lot of my audio. And so I think the worst case of it, and unfortunately kind of why I'm not totally satisfied with how the series went, was through Twilight Princess, because I think that's around the time I started using it, and definitely where I kind of changed more of my mic settings to how it sits now. Again, I don't know if it's quite noticeable from in between videos, but again, addressing it, maybe you guys might hear a difference. Because definitely, I think there's definitely a difference between when I started using the noise equalizer and, I'm gonna wait for this coming back up. Yep, there we go. There was definitely a difference when I used the noise equalizer, and definitely I sound a lot more, I think what I'm going for is what they say is you want to go for warmth. So I did kind of like the basic settings of that. And so I could technically probably configure it any further, but from what I heard from when I do these videos, I actually really like where it sounds, so I'm probably just going to leave it there. Yeah, but with RN noise, it's actually... Hey, sir? I do not appreciate this. There we go. Sir. Sorry, this is not Vogue. I don't have all these creatures on my body. I mean, it looks nice. It'd probably be like a fluffy... if they actually were like enemies and they could actually make them into like a live coat, maybe it'd be cool, but like it's so heavy. It don't work out. But anyways, but what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So yeah, noise suppression. So I'm using the automatic option for when you use noise suppression, when you use OBS. Oh, you want to be careful because you can get hit here. It's kind of best to go kind of slowly. There we go. So the automatic option is to use RN noise, which is kind of considered the best quality for when you do these types of videos. With the drawback being that it does take you up more CPU usage because it's automatic in that sense. So it'll just kind of look for whatever are the gaps of, what it considers too loud or too quiet, and it'll just cut it out, right? And of course, it's nice when it does it automatically, but, it's automatic and I can't manually adjust it. And so what's been happening... Do we get it? Perfect. Okay. So what's been happening is because it's not adjustable and it's just automatic and it just kind of goes whatever it thinks is considered too loud or too quiet, is that it will just cut the audio out. And so what you've been hearing in some of the videos, oh gosh, is that it will just say, I'll be talking, I'll be like, guys, look at this, ha 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 ha. And even laughter too, I don't know if that'll, cut out, because again, I'm kind of using the default settings just to kind of play around with it. So again, that might change just a little bit too, but I am just trying to figure out what's gonna, oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm just, again, trying to figure out what's gonna work best. Is this the wrong way? Oh gosh. Help. Oh, this way, okay. Yeah, this is the way, okay. I'm kind of using my shield a little bit too to kind of slow myself down. And just so if I do walk forward into something, I think the shield will take the hit first rather than me take damage. So you just want to be careful when you navigate around this area. There we go. Because we need to get this guy, and I believe this is a small key. We already know what this does. But yeah, so yeah, that is considered the default option. And yeah, like I said, it really has kind of destroyed and kind of made my audio very wacky. And it gives me that, I think, the robotic noise that you guys may hear sometimes when at the beginning of my sentences. And so that's why I originally thought it was the noise gate, so I just kind of toned that way down. But I've actually now, with adjusting some settings and using what is the OBS one that comes with it. It's not the default one, but OBS I think created this one because it's an open source one, from my understanding. It's the Speak X. And so when you turn that on, I think the default for noise suppression is just negative 30 decibels. And so I just left it at the default. Sorry, I'm just gonna, sorry. Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back. There we go. Yeah, so the default is the negative 30 decibels. So I think, again, it does sound like I'm not how I usually sound. And of course, now that with that in mind, I also changed some settings so it kind of can reflect that I don't have to. Oh gosh. Yeah, that made me a little nervous. There you go. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'll do this dungeon all in one go, but we'll definitely see. I think usually what I consider the halfway point for these dungeons is when you get the key item, because that's when you're kind of almost getting through there. I think that's usually my halfway. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I want to be careful. I think those hurt you. Because I think they're spiky. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Sir, that was rude. You need to apologize. Anyways, I think I can go through this door. Yes, okay. But yeah, so I'm using SpeakX now, so again, it might sound a little different, but it is just, again, here's the thing about my exciting, it's always a work in progress, and what might necessarily work for me might not work for you. And so, anyways, here's our mini-boss. It's a flying Mothula thing. There we go. The best strategy for this guy is to do kind of what I'm doing with the Deku Leaf and kind of let him fall a little. And then... there we go. Ooh, that was well timed. Oh, nice. I didn't even mean to do that. Nice. I did that without getting hit. Usually I get hit in that. But yeah, best strategy for that, use your Deku Leaf. It'll fall, and you should have enough to do jump attack when it gets pretty close to the ground. And, you know, just also make sure you kind of leave room so that you can jump up and grab it. Oh my god, is this our first golden leaf? Or feather? That is funny, actually, because usually I collect that in the Dragon Roost Cow Run. That's usually where we get that item. That is funny, though. Okay. Alright, key item. Ta-da! You got the boomerang. Set it and throw it with blah blah blah. Target specific objects by holding the button you set it to and aiming at something until the red targeting cursor changes to blah. You can target up to 5 objects at once. Perfect. So, I'm gonna clip that now. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm not hearing it go. I think I already did it, but I don't think I recognized it. There we go. So yeah, the boomerang. Now, this is a very overpowered item if you know how to use it correctly, because you can... as long as an enemy does not have something blocking them, their head specifically, you can pretty much knock them down as many times as you want. Especially against these guys, the P-hats. You know, this just takes them out super easily. Oh. There we go. Sure, let's do it that way. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let me through the door. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there... I want to say... oh, wait. Wait, that's for something else, though. It's not really important. I think I remember that's actually just a spoiled bag item, which is not really necessary for us. At this time, anyways. So we are just gonna clear the way here so that we can fly over to the other side. There we go. But yeah, so, gosh. Ta-da! So that one's not really important, but nice to grab, I suppose. Okay, now we're gonna get onto here. There we go. Yeah, so like I said, this has been, like I said, the microphone settings has been a struggle, and not what works. Again, what works for me might not necessarily work for you. If you guys for some reason are, you know, have maybe see my videos and you guys would definitely want to try get into this, it's gonna be a lot of work in progress, and definitely from at least when I started, our internet was very, very basic, because I think I could only do up to 480p videos instead of the 1080 that you see now. And again, that was definitely been a work in progress. And of course, at that time too, I was only working part-time, so, you know, I only made so much money. But then, you know, as the years have gone by, you know, I've got more of a full-time job, you know, I'm being paid a little more and to work, and, you know, every little bit helps, and, you know, I can definitely help afford the Wi-Fi and where I live. You know, help out my family, because I live with family. So it's my way of kind of contributing to the house wherever I can. Okay, we're gonna skip past them. Okay, and oh yeah, we're gonna get that for sure. There we go. 10 rupees, not too shabby. Now I'm trying to think, because what have we collected so far? Just the map, right? And the compass? Yeah. Is the other thing in the room? I don't think it's that important, I don't think. I'm trying to remember. I don't think it's that important. I might just go after it still, though. Oh gosh, because I think there might be a fairy in that room anyways, and I would like to kind of fill up my bottle just a little bit. So maybe I will just go in there, if I'm remembering correctly anyways. You know, as much as I say I know this game quite well, there are just a couple details that I don't quite remember. Also, I was for sure thought I messed that up, but hey, worked out. Okay. Yes, okay, yeah, because I can't get hearts. Right, hero mode. Again, I don't play hero mode very often. This is actually my first time doing this mode. So, you know, I will say that it's going quite well. You know, haven't died yet. You know, I'm suspecting I might still die at some point. If I do this mode, you know, this entire playthrough deathless, though, that is very commendable in my opinion. Especially for where I feel I might die. It's going to be later on, and it is still part of the main story. But it also depends. As long as things go well, for the first part of where I'm thinking, I think I could still technically do this run deathless. But at the same time, if I do something that's still not required, even though it's like something I don't really need, it could be nice to have just as kind of a showcase. I could still do it. But I'm thinking if I do that optional part, that's probably where I could die. And honestly, if that's the only place where I die throughout this entire run, it's still a pretty good run in my opinion. There we go. Now we're just gonna wait for this guy to come over here. There we go. Faster, faster, faster. But yeah, so there we go. Let's see, what else have I been up to aside from adjusting microphone settings? Because I did do a test run right before I recorded this just to make sure it sounded how it should have sounded. But you know, so yeah, you know what, honestly I do recommend if you guys do set up using OBS, which I think is not Streamlabs OBS. I did use that one at first when I started recording, but I kind of more graduated to OBS, and I think OBS is definitely has more freedom. And if you do want to use, and also I would say also definitely more friendly for my computer because I have an M1 MacBook that I record off of. You know, I don't really have necessarily like a gaming computer. That's kind of where my Steam Deck comes in there. And I typically use that for my friends because they have their own PC games, and really don't need a gaming PC, but it's kind of nice to have like a gaming PC kind of built more like the Switch, if that makes sense, and I really do appreciate that. What was that item even? I didn't even register what it was. It's not, I think it was just a treasure chart though. Something. I kind of just looked it up and I was like, yep, that's all I need. But, let's see, there we go. Snap, 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 and jump down. But yeah, so if you guys ever do decide, you know, if I could... Oh nice, that actually worked out. If you guys ever do decide to stream, here, I'll tell you what I recommend. If you... sir? Why no move? There we go. If you do ever guys decide to stream or record, whatever you use OBS for, because you can do both of that. Use OBS over Streamlabs OBS, you're just going to have a lot more freedom. If you guys... There we go. And if you guys do use the noise suppression settings, do not use RN noise, as I found that it's just been too... It was too aggressive, I would say. I think is the best way to describe it, because as you may have seen through my videos, a lot of audio is getting cut out. It's too aggressive, you know. Maybe in the future, though, if you guys would be interested, I could kind of do like a how-to. I think that'd be kind of cool, just to kind of see how, what's the best way to... Oh, danger. What's the best way to kind of set things up for your own videos, and, you know, what would be the best settings. You know, I could definitely see myself doing that, especially for people who maybe want to get into it, to maybe just kind of watch videos to see what it's like. Like, I'm definitely totally cool with doing something like that in the future. Did I not set that up correctly? Okay, let's do it this way then. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now let me throw it over here. Okay, I must have missed one then, because I was like, did I not just do that? Was that not the correct way to do things? Okay. Alright, we know what this treasure chest looks like. It's the big key. Like, should we be shocked? I'll actually read the menu this time for this one, because I did not read it last time. You got the big key. Use it to gain entrance to the room where the dungeon's boss lurks. Use the map screen and see for yourself. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna get ambushed, and we know these guys, but we never really had to deal with them 2 at a time. So here, I'm gonna create some distance. Okay, now if we can be careful, because those guys do punch and we'll punch hard. Okay. Woo! Oh, that was close. That if I did not put my shield up, I would have gone flying for sure. There we go. Almost dead, almost dead. Yeah, you have to be careful with the moblins because they punch hard. And they're not afraid to hold back. There we go. Hey, pretty good. Okay, I was definitely a little nervous for that part because I just know that they punch really hard. And again, hero mode, anything like that happens, you're gonna just go flying. You got a skull necklace, you can keep it in your spoils bag. This rather off-putting accessory would appear to be a little value, but shown to the right person, it is apparently of great worth. I don't think they'll do anything with that. Usually the spoils items for this 3-heart run, because again, I'm only going for the stuff that's gonna help me in the long run, and I don't think, you know, obviously hearts normally would, but this is a 3-heart run, so don't really care for any of that. But yeah, any upgrades that are not hearts, I'm gonna go after. Where is it? There we go. You know what, I probably should exchange that as well, out for that. I kept the camera on me this entire time. You know what, he still is vlogging though. Stink is a vlogger, and will always be a vlogger. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I think we're getting close to the end of this dungeon though. And I think, well, at least at this time of this recording, we're only 25 minutes in. But we're definitely near the end. Oh yeah, now that we have the boomerang, this is how we deal with these guys. And that's a lot faster than trying to just wait for them to pop up. Oh, well, that's alright. I guess I'll just swim there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay, now we're gonna go through these doors. Now, if you guys did have, we're going for 100% in the room, I think where we first appeared after the little kind of, let's see, after the main room, the entrance, there is a treasure chart you can grab in there. Again, we don't really need it because I'm not going for 100%. Ow, ow, sorry. There we go. There we go. Nice, okay. And a little treasure chest for our troubles. Love that. Okay, let's go grab it. Now, unfortunately, we're kind of low on health. But with the fairy that we do have, it does give us a revival. So if we do die during the boss fight, not completely the end of the world, but we do need to kind of get some health, or health up. Whether that is through another fairy or through... Let's see. Where is this guy? There you go. So we are going to light that on fire, so that way we have a 1 point. Okay, now. I hear danger. Hello? 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 There we go. Yeah. Also, fun fact about the choo-choos, apparently for that particular audio, that the noise that they make, it is apparently, I think specifically it's two Japanese people arguing, but it's sped up in very high pitch that it kind of creates a little creature-like sound. At least that's what I heard. There we go. Perfect. So now we have some fairies. So if we die twice now, we have 2 fairies to revive us, but a third time, we're cutting it close. Okay, so what do I need for this particular fight? I guess the camera. I think those are going to be kind of our main 2 items. Is there another fairy over here, though? No, there's just spiky coats. Let me go back, though. Maybe I can get one of the fairies to respawn. Because I like to go into this fight with full health, you know, again, 3 heart run, every little bit helps. There we go. And maybe some magic, too. I don't think I particularly need magic for the fight, but again, nice to have. Sir? Does anybody know where I can find some bottles of magic? I just need a little bit, you know, not a whole lot personally, but you know, just enough to fill up my meter. You know? Let's see, I mean, if there's none here, I guess I'll just go into the fight with no, oh, there we go. Oh, happy as can be. Oh, I took damage too. When did I take damage? I was with the choo-choo. Should I be surprised? Oh, sorry, that peaked on the mic. Apologies. Should I be surprised though? Probably not really. Okay, there we go. All right. So, with that in mind, let's go in and do it. Again, this is why editing comes in handy though, because I can probably turn down that little peak there. Actually, I think it's the first time my mic's ever peaked since with our noise suppression. So, I mean, it's probably working. Okay. Hey, little buddy. Hi. How's it going? It's okay. Buddy, it's fine. You're okay. Oh, well, that's alright. You know, I guess I was gonna try to make a thumbnail for our vlog, but I guess not. Hey there, buddy. God, it's fine. You know, I'm here to save you. You know, I'm sure. Oh, hi. Hey, what's it? Oh. Yo, you ate my friend. What that? What? That's not cool, man. Okay, well, we are going to fight you because you ate our friend. So, friends are not food, people. Let's remember that. Also a nice change about the boomerang with the HD version is that you can walk around. Where's the last strap? Oh, that one. Okay, let's do that. Oh, get up. Oh, ow. Okay, well that was me trying to be very prepared, but I guess that didn't work. Okay. Ooh, yeah, see, look how much damage that took. So I'm definitely glad to stock up on some fairies. Sir? Sorry, my Wii pad is going crazy. It doesn't know what to do with itself. Okay, so, and as you've probably seen, because I will probably edit his name in there, this is also called Kaledemos, or if I guess I wanted to add a little Spanish flair, his name is Calle de Mos, which I guess means like streets. Probably not as fancy. There we go. Actually pretty easy boss fight, and if I didn't get hit, I could have almost done it no hit. But hey, you know, can't win everything, right? There we go, my car, my Honda. It's okay, dude. But yeah, so, yeah, we did this dungeon pretty quick, like in 31 minutes and 33 seconds. Of course, not including whatever comes after this. Anyways, voice acting. Hopefully my mic will actually like the voice acting this time around.
Swordsman, are you the one who rescued me? You have my thanks. When it all went dark around me, I thought my time on Earth was over. But why are you here, Swordsman? What? The Great Deku Tree sent you? Oh, that's right. Today's the day of our annual ceremony. Oh, I'm in trouble. I shouldn't be here. I must get out of here immediately.
Don't worry, dude. We're coming. Again, you know, nice to have that heart, but we don't need it. It's for losers. Let's go. I like his little animation, though, for Makar just kind of following us in and then just a little swoop. Hey, Great Deku Tree, what's up? Oh, Makar, you have returned safely.
I'm sorry, Great Deku Tree. I knew you warned us many times, but I still did not listen.
Do not worry, Makar. You are safe now. Just be more careful from now on. You have done well, Stink. I must thank you for your brave deeds. Look at Stink's face, by the way. It's just, I think it's just, I feel specifically in this cutscene, he's just kind of got like a weird look with his eyes. I think they're just like, the tiniest bit small. So he just kind of has that like, a little like a crazed look to him. I don't know why, but you know, I guess that's how they wanted him to look, I suppose. Beats me. Here's that which I have promised you. Please accept it. Yeah, give us that bling, dude. Ta-da! There's a very strange ta-da. You receive Furor's Pearl. The Earth Spirit, the Deku Tree, has seen fit to give you this jewel, a treasure of the goddess Furor. It is my hope that this pearl shall lead you to a fair destiny. All is well, Makar. Do not cry. Please, play your songs for me as you always do.
Oh, that's right. We must begin our ceremony soon, before the day ends. I'm sorry to keep you all waiting. Let the ceremony begin. Oh, great Stink.
Okay, well, I don't know if I like how that came out. Oh great stink. Oh great stink, Makar 2026, I suppose.
As my thanks to you, I shall even play harder than I normally do. I hope you enjoy it.
I forget that silly face. Again, faces from Stink here. Funny.
Great Deku Tree, this year you have once again produced some splendid seeds. With these seeds, we'll continue to spread new forests across the Great Sea. Let us go, Koroks, to the sea. See y'all next year. Take care. Farewell, great swordsman. May the winds of chance bring us together again someday.
Alright, bye guys. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. Now I think we're done here. Oh my goodness. He's so exhausted. I'm sorry, Stink. You know, we had to go through a great ordeal for you, but I promise we will find some place to heal you very soon. Maybe we could actually use one of our fairies, but I think that'll be very much I don't know if there's fairies here, but I think that's very much a next time thing. So what I will do, I think we'll actually go to the boat before we end things here, because we're actually done here. We don't need to do anything else. Come on, let's get out of here. I know, very forcefully pushed out of there, but this is where we need to go. But yeah, so, oh gosh, don't touch me. I think that is that mailbox trap? You know what, I will ignore it for now. I'll talk to you though. So, this place too has been attacked by Ganon. Could you already be regaining his power? Stink, you must get the remaining pearl. It lies in a place northwest of here. We must set sail immediately. Okay, perfect. But yeah, that is it for today's episode. So hey, good on us. Still doing pretty good in terms of how, not only in terms of pacing, but just how things have been going here. Well, I guess Stink disagrees. But yeah, so we'll have it here. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate that you tuned into today's episode. Right before I do go though, I do my little spiel as usual. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate a subscription to my channel. And if you're not following me on social media, I'd appreciate if you follow me on Twitter/X, TikTok, and also Instagram. Yeah, and also again, just to mention, just for the last time, just in case nobody's still gotten it at this point, my Twitch channel has kind of is on hiatus right now. Just living situation is different, can't record at night, and I can't do long recordings at this time. But again, that could probably change in the future, so we're just going to focus on my YouTube channel for now. Again, last time I'll be mentioning it, so probably the next spiel that I do at the end of the next episode, you probably won't hear about that again. And if I do have some time to announce it, where I do want to restart Twitch, I'll put it in a video. But yeah, with that being said, in the next episode we are going to go northwest, I believe. The king of Red Lions said. I always said the Red of King Lions. But yeah, he's gonna help us. We're gonna help. I don't know. Are we really helping here? I guess we are. But we will go northwest, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next episode. Oh, is there something I wanted to mention? No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe either I'll let it in, or maybe there'll just be nothing that I was supposed to say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's StreamBeta64, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces!